Well, welcome back, everybody, to the fourth and final segment of Relentless Talk Radio. This is our 31st episode, super exciting. And this is my favorite segment. I say that about every single one of them because they're all my faves. This is the Entrepreneurism segment, and I have Diana Pompa. Is it Wines for Humanity or Wine for Humanity?
It's Wines for Humanity.
Plural. I'll fix that in the comments above. So I love, so I'm a non-drinker. So the idea of like wine is it always comes up in social situations. And I know that people really love wine, but I love, even as a non-drinker, I love what you guys are doing with wine because it gives the wine a purpose. And that to me is exciting because it's not just drinking a drink. You're actually have a purpose behind what you're doing, and it's charitable. So tell everybody who you are and what you do.
That is correct. Well, actually, I am a wine advisor. I'm an independent contractor with Wines for Humanity, and we are an organization where we raise funds for charities throughout the valley and all of Arizona. And we do that through wine promotions. So we have a lot of different ways that we can share our wines with our communities, and people can let us know what charities they would like the donations to go to. So it's a wonderful cause, and we are in 16 different states. We've been around since 2007, and we started in Arizona in 2009.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we've been around for a little bit. I've been with them for almost 6.5 years. I came from the corporate world where I put in my due diligence and time there, and decided I wanted to retire, and I wanted to do something that was in the social realm, and also to give back to the community.
It's a beautiful way to do it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, Michelle, because I always thought I wanted to be a teacher. But when I was in college, I thought, I'm not a kind of the classroom kind of girl, I thought I liked the freedom of doing other things. So it's kind of interesting how I wound up in this particular position, because I have the ability to share my wine education with people, and it's a lot of fun.
I think there's a lot of misunderstandings about wine. Like, people know it has alcohol in it, but they don't know like what wines go with what food. It really should be an accent. I mean, when you're a connoisseur of wine, it really should be an accent to your meal or to your experience, right? Because there's some things you want to eat with nuttier kind of wines that you want with different kinds of foods, right?
Definitely. And that's one of the things that we do in our wine samplings is that, when someone hosts a wine sampling, we sample 7 different wines, an ounce of each one, and we try it and pair it with different foods, because your foods and your wine will taste differently with each other, whether you're eating it with something savory and salty or something sweet. So it's a nice opportunity to really kind of have people open up their palates, kind of open up their minds to enjoying wines with food. So in an aspect, you can see that there's a creativity behind it also.
Well, we were just talking about that. Merle Epstein and I were just talking about creativity in all things, and I think that there's huge creativity with wine. The other thing I really love about wine is the labels. As a designer, one of the things that I've always wanted to design is a wine label. I don't have to drink it. I just want to design the wine.
Well, you have lots of opportunity to do that.
There's some really cool labels that are out there, really cool brands that you look at it and say, well, it's a cool label, but what do I eat it with, right? I don't know. Right? I don't know. So your charities you give certificates to charities, right? If a charity wants to work, for example, with the Art of Fearless Giving Back, we're going to be talking with the charity that wins that spot about including Wines for Humanity in because if I'm going to include wine in my opening, I want there to be a purpose behind it. And I want the charity to benefit from it. So we'll be talking about you doing the Wine for the Art of Fearless Giving Back series, which opens up on December 6th. We don't know yet where yet or who the charity is going to be. It's part of the suspense, right?
Yeah.
But that charity can actually purchase certificates. So you do this for all charities at big events. So tell us a little bit about that.
And Michelle, the wonderful thing about is that the charity does not purchase anything. We at Wines for Humanity will we will donate 2 wine sampling certificates, which they will then use in their silent auction. And the minimum bid is like $150. I mean, they can set the price point, but we, because we want them to generate funds from that. So people will come and bid on these. And again, whatever monies are raised by these certificates stay with that organization. Wines for Humanity will then donate 6 bottles of wine to the winning bidders of those certificates. And then we can even raise more money for that charity. So it's really an awesome opportunity for any kind of charity who's having silent auctions or an event, some kind of gala that they want to raise funds for their organization.
That's a no-brainer. So I'm sure that whoever the charity is that ends up winning the spot is going to want that. So I'm looking forward to that. But you also could bring wine in for the art opening as well.
That is correct. That is correct. So keep in mind, every bottle of wine that is selected from Wines for Humanity, there's a portion of the proceeds that's donated to charity. So let's say you had a sponsor that was going to take care of the wine and they got a couple of cases, automatically dollars from those cases of wine will go to the charity that we're supporting that evening.
You totally get the method of my madness. I'm going to be hitting up a bunch of people to buy some wine for this event. Come on, pay some money.
Yeah, definitely. That is really the avenue to go, is have someone sponsor that wine for your event, and it would make it so special for them.
That's awesome.
Let me just share with you, there's multiple ways we can raise funds for charity. We can have people host a wine sampling, and we have $59, $69, or $79 to host. It's 7 bottles of wine. And again, we have a lot of fun sharing the wines and having them with food. Wine sampling certificates are actually a great way to give someone a gift. So you can gift them a sampling, and then I would come and do that sampling for them, and they could pick their charity. You can request the certificates. That's awesome. People can also join Wines for Humanity and become a wine advisor just like myself. It's a lot of fun. You meet a lot of great people, and you're doing good for the community.
If you're going out with your girlfriends every Wednesday night anyway, you might as well have some of that for something.
Exactly.
We have a hot tamale. I have a bunch of girls that I get together. We're called the Hot Tamales, and you're part of that group, I think.
Yes, I need to engage.
I'm going to be having an event at my complex, and then we're going to see Kinky Boots in September.
Oh, fun!
So we'll just plan on doing that.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I would love to do that with everybody, and excited to see that show. I've heard real good reviews about it.
Well, I live in the neighborhood, so every time I walk by the sign, it's like these really hot, tall, red boots, and I'm like, I want those boots. I have an extra pair, right?
You would look.
We're all going to wear boots for the picture, so we'll have to post a picture with all of us in our boots of the Wines for Humanity thing. So that'll be an awesome way to get the word out.
That sounds like a plan.
How do people? You have some incentives that are going on right now, right?
I'm sorry, what?
Some incentives that you're promoting right now.
Oh, yeah. We've got a wonderful summertime incentive right now where we're offering a host an additional bottle of wine. So you get actually 8 bottles of wine. And there's a little summertime tote. And then we've got a wonderful wine harp decanter that we give our hosts. And we've got some other wonderful gifts that are coming up in the fall. We always like to thank our host for allowing us to come into their home and bringing the foods and, having their guests and friends over. It's just, it's a wonderful thing to have someone host a sampling. And, Michelle, it's one thing I do want to mention that in the 11 years that Wines for Humanity has been in existence, we've raised over $5 million for charities in our 16 different states. That's a huge accomplishment for all of our wine advisors and team leaders and people that are out there working diligently and sharing our wines with everyone.
That's so awesome. One of my plan for the Art of Phil's Giving Back series is to write $1 million check. Now, I don't know what I'll do that first year or not, but you have to kind of set crazy goals, because if not, around, right? Especially when it's for a charity that's doing really great stuff. People can go to fearlessly-giving-back.com. I just bought that domain this morning, so it would be easy for people to find the 13 charities that potentially Wines for Humanity will be contributing to.
Wow.
So I really appreciate your time. How do people get a hold of you if they want to get a hold of you?
So I do have a website. It's winesforhumanity.com//D-Pompa. So you can reach me via website, or I have a Facebook page also, Diana M. Pompa, Wine Advisor. And then you can reach me at 602-826-0186.
So for the podcast listeners, because this video goes to YouTube, but it also goes to podcast as of August, right? Pompa is spelled Pompa. So it's D as in dog, Pompa.
That's correct.
Awesome. Well, Diana, thanks so much for being in my life. You're just a shining light. You and I are both BNI Paragon members, and we get to see each other every Wednesday. I'm super excited to see you tomorrow. I'm going to give you a humongous hug.
Oh.
Well today.
And thank you so much for offering this to me. I had a wonderful time, and I think your work is amazing. I love all the charities that you're supporting with this particular effort.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. I look forward to working with you on it.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much.
Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody, that's a wrap with our 31st episode of Relentless Talk Radio. Done. Have a good day, everybody. Come back next week at 2:30 to 3:30 on relentlesstalkradio.com. Take care.